Morning folks, just down the creek today testing out a new high banker. Mine has definitely seen better days, and I decided on this one for a few reasons. One was the price, to be honest. It's literally half the price of some of the brand name ones. I'll run over it and show you a few things that you might not see on all high bankers. So instead of grizzlies punch plate, which I prefer, it is floating, so it does move. These spray bars, obviously I've got to do a bit of fiddling with it yet, but I'll put some rubber around these just to save the shovel and stones and rocks hitting it. Obviously adjustable height, legs are all adjustable, full aluminium construction. Now I've made a couple of little mods the other day, yesterday actually, so I'll put this 8mm perspex. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there's 8mm perspex underneath, under here, just to save this bowing out. You know, I'm pretty aggressive with my high banking. I throw rocks from miles away, so to save this punching out and getting all dinted, I've got that 8mm perspex underneath it. There's also, which you're not going to be able to see, or you might be able to see it, there's another piece of perspex just in here. Now it's on an angle with an opening at the end there. I've got that there just to save any water coming out here and losing gold there. So it brings it down to this flared section, drops the water off here, and you've only got a smaller splash section at the back there. Not quite sure yet whether I'm going to have to enclose this. We'll find out. Now I've just thrown some carpet in there for today until I get some either Dream mat or Vortex mat. I'll either print it up myself or I'll buy some. But yeah, so it's on a run flat at the moment. It's the only hose I had that fitted, which is not ideal because they kink like heck. Down to a bilge. It's 4,700 gallons per hour, so she's your big puppy. If anyone's looking for one of those in Victoria, check out Yarra Supplies. They are a quarter of the price of everywhere else. Seems to be a really good bilge too. Just up to a battery here. So I'll get all set up and give it a run and see what needs to be done and tinkered with today. That's all I'm really here for. I'm not too worried about the gold. I just want to get it dialed in and ready to go. You might be wondering what these grey straps are here. That's when I turn it into a backpack. So instead of wing nuts, I put these eyelet bolts on the legs here, old tie down strap, and I can stick it on my back, and then my backpack and stuff goes on my front. So it just makes it a little bit easier to carry down to the creek. So that's it. Now I'm down the creek, same spot I was at the other day. But yeah, like I said, I'm just testing out here, so don't worry, Victor, I'm not stealing all the gold. The battery I've got is probably going to last me, I reckon, about an hour and 20 of run time, so that'll be plenty to get the bugs ironed out in this one. But I'll come back and see you when I've put some material through it. Alright guys, I've ran about 10 shovels. Just pulled the mat and so not too bad. It catches gold. That little riffle bar there came with it. I'll probably be removing that. I'll change the matting to a bit of miner's moss at the top and sort of dream mat or something after that. Another couple of things that I'd like to do, I'll probably move those front legs back a little bit, sort of back to here somewhere, just because, not in this situation, but in a lot of situations, your water coming over the edge there is going to undermine your legs, and you're going to be constantly having to deal with the level of your high banker. But outside of that, look, it's a really well put together machine. I'll put a link in the description for where you can get them. This has got stickers coming, so I'll have some stickers on there. And full disclosure, I paid for this high banker. It's not sponsored or anything like that. I paid asking price for it and was happy to, because they're a really well priced machine. But anyway, I'm going to put it back together and run a few more shovels and see what happens. Alrighty, back again, guys. So I've put probably another 15 shovels through or so. Couple of nice ones in there. So not too bad at all. It's definitely catching gold. I put my pan under the chute there and caught my tailings and not a speck. So even with some dodgy back doormat carpet and the riffle bar, it's not losing any gold. So you might be asking, why on earth did you get a 10-inch high banker? A couple of reasons. One's volume. You can process a lot more dirt. You know, you can wash so many more rocks. The other reason is, see how short it is? So those straps, I'm only 5 foot, not many. That on my back, you know, finishes just about above my buttocks. So any lower, any longer, if your high banker was any longer, it starts bashing on the back of your legs, and it's not real comfortable for walking when you're trudging through the bush with it on your back. So I wanted a short chute high banker, and yeah, 10 inches gives me a bit more width, a bit more water, and could process the same amount of rocks. So that'd be my reasons for it. And when you're 5 foot, not many, every inch counts, right? All right, catch you soon, guys. Alrighty, cleaned up that one. And that's what we have there. So lead shot and a couple of nicer pieces. So, anyway, I might do one more run. I know the things I need to do now to the high banker to dial it in a bit better. I don't want to destroy this bank too much. That's where I'm digging, just under there. It's just an undercut. It's fairly clayey, as you saw in that run. It's really clay. That's why I've got the high banker on such a low degree, just so I can sit. I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but all your material sits in here, and the water falls through here really evenly, so you don't get any sort of pouring off or splashing as much with this sort of punch plate style on the back of your high banker. And it just gives you time, like the clay will sit there instead of running off into your tailings. It'll sit there and you can come back and jam it back up under your spray bar and really get all the gravels and any gold out of it that you can. I think it makes quite a difference when you compare it to grizzlies. But that's just my opinion. All right, catch you soon, guys. I'd normally have this running at a steeper angle, but with this this clay here, I like to keep it in under the water a bit longer. so you can get a chance to give it a wash. Alrighty, cleaned up that one. And that's what we have there. So, lead shot and a couple of nicer pieces. So, anyway, I might do one more run. I know the things I need to do now to the high banker to dial it in a bit better. I don't want to destroy this bank too much. That's where I'm digging, just under there. It's just an undercut. It's fairly clayey, as you saw in that run. It's really clay. That's why I've got the high banker on such a low degree, just so I can sit. I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but all your material sits in here and the water falls through here really evenly, so you don't get any sort of pouring off or splashing as much with this sort of punch plate style on the back of your high banker. And it just gives you time, like the clay will sit there instead of running off into your tailings. It'll sit there and you can come back and jam it back up under your spray bar and really get all the gravels and any gold out of it that you can. I think it makes quite a difference when you compare it to grizzlies. But that's just my opinion. All right, I'll catch you soon, guys. Alrighty, last run. Have not too bad. Some good chunkies in there, a couple of bits of fine. Certainly can't complain. I'll make that the last one. So, as I said, I know what tinkering I need to do, and I might load the high banker and hose and battery and stuff in the car, and grab the pan and bait pump and shovel and go for a bit of a wander. I think go check out some areas downstream. So I'll catch up with you once I've done that. Alright guys, I've popped the high banker back in the car. I've gone for a walk. I was way up there somewhere earlier, so I've walked a fair way downstream, come across this nice bedrock bank here, and I've just dug out behind this little ledge here. There's a bit of an undercut under there, so I've taken it out of there, and this is one pan's worth of material. So not bad for one pan. So I'll finish doing that, and then if you look here, it'll be a bit hard to see, but there's this one I'm working on. There's the next one. There's the next one. And then there's a log jam. Now that would be a good 3 feet over my head. That's a fair way away. So that gives you an idea that when she's in flood, it's way up there. The water level is way down here. So, you know, no doubt all of these bedrock crevices along here would hold gold as well, but I'm not going to go destroying the bank. So I'll make my way down towards this log jam here, because this would definitely slow up the water, and when it's in flood like that, it's going to be carrying gold. So any of these slow sections, hopefully it deposits. It's another nice chunk of bedrock there, and yeah, I haven't even been down there to have a look yet, so I shall head down there once I've worked on these couple of cracks I've got to play with here, and see how we go. But this is all on the scales for the day. I'm quite surprised actually, 0.35. Some chunky bits in there, I guess, but yeah, quite happy with that, indeed. So look guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Get the word out there that there's a new channel in town, and there's some fat guy running around trying to look for gold. Quite amusing. Anyway, talk soon. But this is all on the scale.